Everyone, and welcome back. If you are new here, then hello, my name is Zoe and this is my YouTube channel. Today we are kind of starting autumn fall season. This is going to be it's nearly fall slash autumn season makeup tutorial. I really wanted to do an autumn makeup today and I did a poll on my Instagram to see if it was too early, and honestly it was 50-50. I thought everyone would be like, no, it's not too early, because I don't think it's too early. So I thought if I do it's nearly autumn or it's nearly fall makeup tutorial, so it's not sort of too full on, we can gradually get into autumn season. But I think we're already there. But we are supposed to be having a heatwave next week in the UK, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to get straight into today's makeup tutorial and I'll chat to you as we go along. I have moisturised this morning, but I'm going to just refresh my skin a bit. So this is the Be Hydrated Hyaluronic Acid facial spritz, and I spray this on my hands first rather than spraying it on my face because sometimes my eyes are a little bit irritated to it. So just pop a little bit of this on. I don't think I've uploaded a tutorial here either in like 2 weeks, which is really bad for me, but we are back to every Sunday uploads. So this is the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Ultra Cream. I'm just going to pop this on as well. I love La Roche-Posay products. I do prefer the Ultra Soothing Fluid rather to the cream, but I bought the wrong one last time, so I'm just going to use this and then I'll switch back after. I'm going to do my brows in today's video because there's not going to be too much going on with the eyes. So I'm using Pears soap. I do have a full tutorial on this, which I'll leave down in the description box. I'm just going to spray some of this primer water. This is from Primark, and I pop this like straight onto the soap, and then I just get a little bit on my brush, and then I'll brush this through my eyebrows. I did tint them last night, but I think I went a little bit too heavy-handed, or I left it on for a little bit longer than I should have left it on. So I'm hoping that it does sort of soften once I've like washed my face a few times. Usually it does. I kind of press my brows down as I brush through them, and I do like the edges to kind of be facing down just so they don't look too spiky, because my brows are very like long and fluffy, so if I just brush them straight up then they just look crazy. For today's It's Nearly Fall makeup tutorial, I don't want to do it too autumny. I think next week I'm going to start the full on like autumn glam looks because they are my favourite. I'm going to do it a little bit more softer today, so it's kind of like the transition from summer to autumn. So I'm going to start with eyes. I'm going to prime them first, just using a little bit of concealer. I started to use the Tarte Shape Tape and I actually really like it. Today I'm using light medium sand. I'm not going to like dramatically carve out my brow or anything. I'm just using this as an eye base, and I will just neaten up the underneath of my brow, but nothing sort of like too sharp and harsh. Okay, then I'm just going to take a little fluffy brush and just start to pat that in just to sheer it out a little bit, and then we can get straight onto the eyes and then I can chat to you. So I'm thinking the more orange shade out of my Nip and Fab palette. This is the contour palette in dark. So I'm thinking of using that and then just doing like a smoky wing or something. So I'm just going to start off with this and see how we go. I'm just taking a fluffy brush. This is, actually don't know what it is, the Morphe 441 I think. So with this I'm going to start in my socket and then sort of blow it out, and then I'm going to put a little bit on my lid as well. So literally just this shade for the whole of the eyeshadow today. I feel like this kind of colour is a nice transition between winter and autumn. Autumn season is my absolute favourite, especially to create videos. This year there is going to be lots of autumn makeup tutorials because they are my favourites to make and they are my most viewed as well. So if you go to my actual channel, there'll be a playlist there. I'll pop that on after I film this video if I remember, and all of my autumn makeup looks will be on there because I think they seem to be everybody's most favourite. And then I do want to do more fashion hauls, especially like Primark. I haven't been to Primark since my last haul, which was, I think that was in July. So I'm going to definitely do like autumn and winter Primark hauls and home hauls. There's going to be a lot of autumnness and winteriness on this channel this year, which is really exciting. Let me know down in the comments if there's any videos in particular that you want to see, like through autumn and winter, because next week I'm going to sit down and I'm going to plan out as many as I can, just so I've got a lot of different ideas. I've already got a lot of makeup looks in my head already which I want to create, but I don't want to do like the same each year, so I'm going to look back and make sure that I haven't kind of done the same, because I just don't like repeating what I've already done. So if there's anything in particular, anything at all that you want to see, then please let me know. I'm going to do like a smoky liner, so I'm going to use a pencil first. This is a MAC Costa Riche eye pencil, so I'm just going to smudge this all along my lash line first, and then I'll just do like draw a little wing and then I can start, where's my brush? And then I can just start smudging this out, but I can sharpen up the wing on the outer corner, so don't think that you've got to be like really neat with this. And then in that same palette I'm going to use a little bit of that dark brown just to kind of smudge over the top and just set it and just make it look more softer. And then I think that's pretty much it for the eyes. I think I'm just going to highlight the inner corner. I'm just taking a wipe just to sharpen up this liner because it's a little bit thick, the wing is, and I just want it to be quite skinny, like a skinny wing. Okay, I've just popped on some mascara. I'm going to do lashes next, and I picked out some like quite natural lashes today. They're quite a natural lash. These are kind of a dupe for the Ardell Demi Wispies they remind me of, but I get these from Savers in the UK and I really like them. They're nice as like a bridal lash as well. I use them quite a lot on clients that want quite a natural lash but they still want a little bit of something, but they're really nice. I also use these to customize as well, so I'll use these as like a base lash and then I'll cut up others and then apply them onto these just to make them a little bit like more of a cat eye shape on the outer corner. I don't like massive lashes for going on nights out, so these are what I wear, or the Ardell Demi Wispies. Okay, so while those dry off, let's do skin. I'm using a combination today of the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. This is a little bit too dark for me at the moment, so I'm going to mix it with a bit of the Custom Cover Drops from Cover FX. I absolutely love these. They also add cover to your foundations as well. So I'm going to use a couple of pumps of this and then a few drops of this one. I actually am in desperate need for like so much new makeup. I've run out of all of my foundations because I have been doing my own makeup so much during quarantine because we've not been able to do clients. I've run out of like all my makeup at once. So if there's anything, like I am in like desperate need for new skincare, new foundations, new concealers probably, new cream contours, liquid bronzers and things like that. If there's any products at all that you've been trying recently and you really like them, please let me know because I need to do a really big haul. I did do a huge declutter and I threw away half my makeup collection, which I'll leave a link to that in the description and in the top corner, but I genuinely do need like new makeup now. Okay, so I've built that up to like quite a nice full coverage. I'm going to use my Rimmel contour stick now. This is in medium and I really want to try some new like contour products. I think as well I'm also getting a bit bored of using the same products all the time, even though I just get into like a rut of where if I really like something then I'll just carry on using that because I know that it works, but because I've done my makeup so much over the past few months, I think I'm just getting a bit bored of like using the same products. So please let me know what you guys are enjoying recently because I really need to get some new bits, I think. Okay, so I forgot to do concealer. I never do my contour before concealer, but never mind. I'm going to use the same concealer I used for my eye primer. This is Light Sand by Tarte Shape Tape. And I've got a lighter one which I might just brighten with after if this isn't light enough. How can you forget to do your concealer, Zoe? That's really bad. I can always add a little bit more contour after just to blend it all together. I thought we'd moved on to contour really quick. Oh wow. I'm just using that same sponge just to conceal my under eyes. Might have to use a lighter one because this does look a little bit too dark for my under eye. I do really like this concealer. I've only used it a few times, but it is definitely a really good coverage. Okay, so just to highlight, I'm going to use Light Sand. Who forgets to use concealer? Concealer's like one of my favourite parts. And then just blend all that in. And then I think I might just add a little bit more contour just to make sure that everything looks blended. That's a bit better. I do love a brown under eye. Okay, then I am going to use a little bit more of my cream contour, and especially just on my cheeks a little bit, just to warm up my cheeks. So I'm just going to press this in rather than buff it about. I don't want to blend it in too much. And I can't really contour my nose, so I just press a little bit over the top, and then I'll just go back in with my beauty blender. I'm going to keep the skin more on the glowy side today, so I'm going to set the centre of the face with my Laura Mercier, but I'm not going to bake or anything. I just kind of use enough just to take the tackiness away, and then that sets fine for me. But if you are obviously more on the oily side, then you'll need to just use a little bit more of the powder. But my skin is so dry, so I don't need a lot of too much powder to set. Okay, so I'm going to finish the under eyes. All I'm going to do is line my waterline. I don't think I'm going to wear anything underneath today, which is really weird for me because I hate not wearing anything like smoked along my lash line, but I don't know whether I need it today. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Milani Baked Bronzer. I'm not sure what this one is because I broke it. So if I do find out, I'll leave it in the description. So because this is quite a sheer bronzer, I can kind of buff it onto the skin, even though, oh my god, this brush is shedding everywhere. Even though we haven't actually set the perimeter, it shouldn't move it about because it is quite a sheer one. I'm only using a really light hand to buff it over the top. And then I'm also going to go in with, what am I going to use? The Makeup Revolution bronzer. This is in the shade 2, which is warm. And again, I just want to try some new bronzers. Just let me know any products that you like at the moment because I really need new things. Okay, and then for blush, I kind of want to stick to the warm tones still because I feel in autumn is just like the season for warm tones, and warm tones are my favourite as well. I'm going to use this blush here. This is from the Sleek palette, the Lace blush palette. That one there is like one of my all-time favourites. So I'm going to pop this on the apples of my cheeks and then blend it back. And I think I'm going to pop quite a bit on today. I'm feeling like I need to be wearing more blush today. I'm going in with a tiny bit of that orange shade and just apply just a tiny bit, like the tiniest bit. But I've got to have something under there. Is anyone else the same as me? I just can't not wear anything underneath my eyes. Okay, and then let's do highlighter. I'm going to use Laura Gehrler's Gilded Honey today because I absolutely love this and I always forget that I've got it. I'm going to highlight inner corners and my cheeks. Okay, last but not least is lips. I wanted to do a full-on autumn lip, but I think I'm going to leave that till the next video. So I thought this would be quite a nice sort of transition into autumn. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Exposed lip kit, and this is more of like a warm tone nude, so I thought this would go nice today. Okay guys, so that completes today's nearly full / autumn makeup tutorial for 2020. I cannot wait to get full into fall makeup looks. They will be starting from next week, I think, so keep an eye out for those. I really hope you did enjoy today's makeup tutorial. Let me know if you did down in the comments. Please give it a big thumbs up as well, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week in my next one. Bye!